Stop scrolling, because this one coin has sold for millions, even though it was never actually minted in 1804. Welcome to this explainer. You know, there are rare coins, there are famous coins, and then there is the undeniable king. Today, we are unraveling a cinematic mystery wrapped in silver, one that has completely baffled historians and driven collectors to the absolute brink of madness. This isn't just a piece of currency. It is a legendary artifact forged by a massive mistake. And that's when historians discovered something strange.
So, imagine holding a fortune that history strictly dictates should not exist. This is the staggering paradox of the 1804 silver dollar. It's quite literally a ghost, a phantom of American currency that commands the wealth of modern empires, despite completely defying the official timeline of the United States Mint. The story you are about to hear involves international diplomacy, tragic deaths on the high seas, and criminal syndicates. Keep listening, because this is where the legend was born.
$7,680,000. Take a long moment to let that massive number sink in. That staggering auction record wasn't paid for a sprawling estate, right? It wasn't for a priceless Renaissance painting or some rare diamond. It was paid for a tiny piece of silver, weighing less than a single ounce. A simple piece of metal born from an impossible, chaotic mistake.
Which brings us to the ultimate question at the very heart of this mystery. Why is it called an 1804 dollar if it wasn't made in 1804? The United States government officially acknowledges its existence. Its authenticity is verified by top experts around the globe. Yet, its entire origin story is built on a massive, undeniable historical lie. A lie that remained deeply buried in the dark vaults of history for decades. Just look at the incredibly elegant details of the classic draped bust design. Lady Liberty faces right, her hair flowing freely in the wind, framed perfectly by a constellation of stars. To the untrained eye, it looks exactly like an ordinary, beautiful early American silver dollar, a simple relic of a bygone era. But here's where the mystery begins. In the early 1800s, America's young financial system was incredibly fragile. The newly established United States Mint in Philadelphia was struggling to keep the economy afloat. Gleaming new silver dollars were being exported and ruthlessly melted down overseas by foreign merchants for massive, rapid profit. To stop this devastating economic bleeding, President Thomas Jefferson took drastic action. In the year 1804, he secretly ordered a complete halt on all silver dollar production. The massive iron dies were locked away in the pitch dark. For all intents and purposes, the American silver dollar was dead. Fast forward 30 years to 1834. The United States is rapidly expanding its global reach. President Andrew Jackson organizes a highly sensitive, high-stakes diplomatic mission to Asia. To win over powerful, wealthy foreign rulers like the Sultan of Muscat and the King of Siam, Jackson orders the State Department to create lavish, immaculate proof coin sets. Now, these were absolutely not meant for public circulation. They were gleaming, perfect tokens of supreme American power, designed strictly to impress kings. The Mint was given strict orders to include a silver dollar in these royal sets. But here is the massive problem. How did the Mint make an 1804 dollar in 1834? Well, mint workers dusted off ancient ledgers and saw the last recorded delivery of silver dollars happened in 1804. They were completely unaware of a crucial historical detail. Those older coins delivered in 1804 had actually been stamped with the year 1803. It was a simple, yet absolutely catastrophic bureaucratic misunderstanding. Operating blindly under this catastrophic error, the chief engraver put a brand new die entirely from scratch. The heavy presses struck the silver, producing pristine, mirrored fields and razor-sharp details. He boldly, and entirely mistakenly, engraved the date 1804 deep into the steel. In that exact moment, he had unknowingly birthed a ghost coin, exactly 30 years too late. Because this is where the legend was born. These stunning, unmatched coins were locked tight in velvet-lined wooden presentation boxes and carefully loaded onto the USS Peacock. But disaster struck on the high seas. The primary diplomatic envoy, Edmund Roberts, died of a brutal plague in Macau. The mission entirely collapsed into absolute chaos. Those priceless presentation sets were scattered violently into the wind, vanishing into the dark, uncharted vaults of foreign royal treasuries. Years crawled by in silence.
Slowly, quiet whispers of an undocumented 1804 silver dollar reached the ears of elite European collectors. This rumor triggered a toxic, all-consuming obsession across the globe. Wealthy men spent their entire lives desperately searching for a coin that supposedly did not exist. And that's when historians discovered something strange. Who created these mysterious new coins that were suddenly appearing on the market? The massive, desperate demand from wealthy buyers created a deeply dark underbelly at the United States Mint. In the 1850s, corrupt U.S. Mint employees realized collectors would pay virtually anything for an 1804 dollar. So, after hours, when the building was pitch black and silent, rogue workers snuck into the coining rooms. They pulled out the secret 1834 dies to illegally strike black market copies purely for personal profit. But these rogue employees faced a highly dangerous obstacle. They couldn't steal officially tracked U.S. silver blanks without getting caught by government auditors. So they used a terrifyingly clever trick. They took historical European silver coins, specifically antique Swiss thalers, and literally crushed them right in the massive American presses. They completely obliterated centuries of European history just to mint a highly illegal American phantom. Modern forensic researchers now meticulously classified the legendary surviving pieces into 3 highly distinct chapters of history. First is Class 1, the original pristine proofs struck in 1834 purely for foreign diplomacy. Next is Class 2, the solitary, completely unique midnight survivor struck illegally over that antique Swiss dollar. And finally, Class 3, slightly later clandestine restrikes, featuring specifically corrected lettering stamped on the edges to hide their dark origin. Out of the billions upon billions of coins produced by the United States throughout its long, sprawling history, exactly 15 verified specimens of the 1804 dollar are known to exist anywhere on Earth. Just 15. Let that incredibly microscopic number hang in the air for a moment. It is the ultimate, undeniable definition of extreme rarity. With such extreme rarity, the entire numismatic world constantly asks, how many really exist today? The official, strictly verified count remains exactly at 15. But historical records clearly show that the illegal midnight coins were eventually discovered by angry mint officials and ordered to be thrown directly into the roaring furnaces and completely destroyed. Did any others escape the fire? Are they sitting, completely unrecognized, hiding somewhere in the dark? This microscopic copulation creates a high-stakes gladiator arena unlike anything else in the collecting world. Secretive billionaires and elite private collectors will gladly bleed their bank accounts completely dry for the chance to hold the ultimate trophy. Owning an 1804 dollar means you possess a tangible piece of a historical mystery that money was originally never, ever supposed to buy. The auction data is nothing short of breathtaking. In 1999, the famous Child's Pogue specimen sold for $4.14 million. In 2021, that exact same coin reached an astonishing $7.68 million. And just recently, in 2025, another newly emerged specimen hammered at a staggering $6 million. In these exclusive auction rooms, the tension is palpable. Bidders communicate in dead silence, fighting tooth and nail because they are buying an impossible legend, not just a simple disc of silver. It is an unbroken, towering monument to political ambition, severe human error, and the relentless human pursuit of the impossible. Why do elite collectors universally call it the king of coins? Because it has conquered the entire financial world through a perfect, completely unavoidable storm of beautiful, chaotic accidents. It is the undeniable crown jewel of any museum or private vault. But then, an unbelievable secret emerged. This unimaginable multi-million-dollar wealth attracted an absolute army of highly dangerous criminal counterfeiters. Over the decades, the global market was heavily flooded with deceptive fakes. We're talking about everything from crude, sand-cast copies meant to fool amateurs to terrifyingly advanced, precision laser-engraved forgeries, strictly designed to trick the highest experts. The danger to average collectors and investors is extreme. There is a massive, critical difference between genuine, original coin surfaces featuring honest historical wear and deceptive, ruined fakes. Counterfeiters will heavily polish fake silver copies or aggressively artificially age altered coins with harsh chemicals to make them look hundreds of years old.
unsuspecting investors have lost entire fortunes overnight, and massive generational collections have been severely contaminated by these silent fakes.
This is exactly why ironclad authentication is the only true shield a collector has. True numismatic experts don't just use a simple magnifying glass. They rely heavily on high-powered digital microscopes, advanced X-ray fluorescence spectrometers to test the exact metal composition, and intricate cast-hang edge marking analysis. Certified ultrasonically sealed slabs from trusted world-class graders like PCGS or NGC are a strict necessity, because at this elite level, one missed microscopic detail can cause total financial devastation. And the truth is even more shocking. When you strip away the massive million-dollar price tags and the echoing auction gavels, the real value of this famous coin isn't the silver metal itself. It's barely an ounce of common bullion. The real value is the deeply chaotic, incredibly beautiful accident of its survival against all odds. The real treasure has always been the unbelievable story.
It has been an epic, deeply unbelievable journey. What started merely as an honest, simple accounting mistake in a dusty, forgotten mint ledger entirely transformed into a disastrous international diplomatic mission and eventually spiraled completely out of control into a midnight black market scandal. This incredible, unbroken chain of historical events forever elevated the 1804 Draped Bust Silver Dollar from a forgotten piece of old currency into a truly global cultural icon.
Which brings us to the final, lingering mystery of this explainer. Could another undiscovered example exist today? Is there a magical 16th coin buried deep within a forgotten, sealed royal treasury, or perhaps hidden securely at the bottom of a dead relative's old chest in a dusty attic? Keep looking closely, because in the thrilling world of rare coins, the ultimate treasure hunt is never truly over.